Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. We are from the last group and our member are Saron Sion Sibarani, speaker 1, Ajahra Putri, a speaker 2, Ayunda, a speaker 3, Luciano Nadia, a speaker 4, and Siti Fadila, a speaker 5. And we would like to explain about our material, that is Victorian period. And I'm Sharon, will be the first presenter. Victorian period. Why we call this period Victorian period? That's because Victorian period was the period of Queen Victoria from 20 June 1837 until her death on 20 January 1901. We also can call this period Golden Period, because Queen Victoria increasing many things. The first, peaceful period or usually known Pax Britannica. Second, many important social changes. That's because the national income per person grew by half. Third, rapid economic and technological development. Okay, now we go to the next material, Industrial Revolution. In Industrial Revolution, many things increasing. First, more expanding gap between the poor and the wealthy because cultural norms, lifestyles, values, and morality. Second, the increasing Commonwealth. That's because increasing industrialization, especially in textile and machine, as well as the worldwide network of trade and engineering, produce profit. Many inventions, such as steam engine, electricity, and edge. And Charles Darwin be one of creator in this period, and his creation is The Origin of Species. Now we gonna do the second material will be delivered by Ajahra Putri.
Hi, I am Azara Putri and I will explain about Victorian literary characteristics. This period is called the era of prose because the dominant literature is in the form of prose. Prose is one means to present ideas at a time. Many quality poems were produced during this period. The development of general education has increased the interest of readers, such as newspaper and magazine, whose content are news, ideas, reviews, etc. The more advanced science, the increasing number of scientific books about nature and aspects of human life. Another important characteristic, namely prose and poetry, is the aim to improve the moral of society. So, prose not only describes life simply, but also about how life should be. Literary works in the Victorian era, especially novels, were written for a growing community. These literary works usually present ideal life portraits such as hard work, love, and luck. Kindness will be rewarded and evil will be punished. Such literary works become the essence of works that will improve the main morality, giving information to the reader to become a good Victorian. This formulation is the basis for most works of early Victorian fiction.
And third material will be delivered by Ayunda.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Ayunda and I will present poems in the Victorian period. The characteristics of poetry in Victorian times are generally marked by their reciting lyrical and spontaneity, as one in the days in Romanticism, and lead to the setting of standards both form and content. giving rise to Puritanism known as Victorianism. Social, scientific, and religious issues are the subject of poetry. All elements of expression are considered carefully so as to make progress in the technique of writing poetry. Famous figures of poetry in this period are 1. Alfred Lord Tennyson. In the year 1809 to 1892. Tennyson was the most famous poet of all time. He is the fourth of 12 siblings. One of Tennyson's lyrics was The Princess in 1847, which was written in black verse and alluded to a problem that was hot at that time, namely the emancipation of women. 2. Robert Browning, 1812 to 1889. He was a poet, son of a clerk at the Bank of England. He married a poet named Elizabeth Barrett Browning in 1861. His most famous work was Pauline, 1833. 3. Elizabeth Barrett Browning. In the year 1806 to 1861. She had a reputation as a Victorian poet long before she met Robert Browning. His famous works are The Seraphim and Other Poems 1838 and Poems 1844. 4. Matthew Arnold, 1822 to 1888. He was a poet, critic, and educator. His famous poems are The Forsaken, 1849, Sorab and Worstham, 1853, and Dover Beach, 1867. His poetry is elegant, meditative, and melancholy, full of sense of spiritual alienation and loss of religious belief. 5. Dante Gabriel Rossetti, 1828 to 1882. He was a poet and painter. At first he was known as a painter, but in the end of he wrote a poem entitled The Blessed Damozel, 1850, which made him famous. 6. Christina Rossetti, 1830 to 1894. She, the younger brother of Dante Rossetti, was a poet who was very subjective and idealized century spiritual poet John George Herbert. His most famous poem is Goblin Market and Other Poems 1862. 7. William Morris, 1834 to 1896. He was a poet and philosopher of socialism, a designer, and a painter. The aim was to attack the industrial impact of British Victorian. His most famous work is The Face of Guinevere, 1858. 8. Algernon Calder Swinburne, 1837 to 1909. He was a poet and critic who came from the aristocratic circles. His poetry style is different and his gained sympathy from a wide audience. His most famous work is The Queen Mother and Rosamund, 1860. Some of my presentation will be explained later by Lucy. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
The fourth material will be delivered by Luciano Nadia.
I'm Lucy, the fourth speaker, and I will explain about poets in Victorian period. The characteristic of Victorian poetry are the decline of the lyrical and spontaneous zeal, and are replaced by a more serious tone and tendency towards setting standards in both form and content. As a result, making poetry more reflective, questioning, and criticizing. In this poem, there is no longer a spontaneous style of emotional overflow. All the elements of expression are considered, such as rhythm, word choice, and melody. So that during this period, there was progress in the technique of writing poetry. The Victorian period is often also called the Tennyson period, not only because Alfred, Lord Tennyson, was one of the most prominent poets of the period, but because he was most sensitive to the problems excited during the period. Among Tennyson's work are 1. The Princess, tell about woman emancipation. 2. In Memoriam, tell about individual elegy. 3. Locksley Hall, tell about he against materialism, development of democracy, and peace ideal. Then, Tennyson wrote short poems that were very popular among are Maud, The Brook, The Chart of the Light Brigade, and Crossing the Bar. Beside Tennyson, Robert Browning was the most outstanding poet in the Victorian period. Between the two figures, there are similarities, namely in the didactic element contained in their poets. But Tennyson spoke out the voice of his age that our expectation doubt, past, and worry toward his society, while Browning was an optimist. In his work, he think the message was more important than the way he delivered. Because of it, this implicate on his work which were hard to understand. Among Browning's work are 1. Man and Woman, 2. Dramatic Personae, 3. The Ring and the Book, probably the longest English poetry written in blank verse. It tells about a murder. But Browning also writes poems that are short lyrics that are beautiful and easy to understand, such as My Star, Evelyn Hope, Meeting at Night, One Word More, Prospice, By the Fireside, and many more. Other poets in Victorian period are Elizabeth Barrett, she is a Browning's wife, Matthew Arnold, Dante Gabriel Rossetti, and his sister, Christina Rossetti.
The last material will be delivered by Siti Fadilah.
I am Lala, the last speaker, and I will explain about prose. The common characteristic of the Victorian period literature is prose. Many quality poems were produced during this period. The more widespread public education, the greater the numbers of readers of periodicals such as newspapers and magazines, whose contents are news, ideas, reviews, and other. The more advanced science, the increasing number of scientific books about nature and aspects of human life. Another important characteristic is that the fiction of prose and poetry is devoted to a goal to improve people's morale. So, the novel not only describes life as it is, but also presents how life should be. Prose. More prose was produced in the Victorian period. Besides that, prose is said to be a truth devoted to a goal. So, the novels produced in the Victorian period are generally called problem novels, and because it aims to improve the moral of society, these novels are called didactic novels. Famous novelist of this period is number 1. Charles Dickens. Dickens is the most popular and internationally recognized British novelist. His childhood lies in an atmosphere of poverty and loneliness. Dickens began his career as a journalist, and all his novels were published periodically, especially in two magazines that he edits himself, namely The Household Words and All the Year Round. His first book is Sketches by Boz, which is a collection of short stories and descriptive writing in the form of essays. Number 2. William Makepeace Thackeray. He was educated in the Charterhouse and Cambridge University, which in 1930 he left his college. Then he was invited to become a staff at Punch magazine, which he meant as a medium to practice his expertise in the field of humor. His very interesting novel is The Book of Snobs, and The Lass and the Treat, Mary Ann Evans. Alternatively, Mary Ann or Marianne, known by her pen name George Eliot, was an English novelist, poet, journalist, translator, and one of the leading writers of the Victorian era. She wrote 7 novels: Adam Bates, The Mill on the Floss, Marner, Romola, Felix Holt, The Radical, Middlemarch, and Daniel Deronda, most of which are set in provincial England and known for their realism and psychological insight.
That's all from our group. We hope all of you guys who watch this YouTube will be understand and get so many knowledge. We are really sorry for our mistaken. Thank you very much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.